Now, if you've watched some of my other videos, you might think, well, hey Joe, that's because your door may be sagging, because I learned that from watching another one of your videos on another door about like this one. It's not this one, but it was a different one. And I kind of showed you how to go through the motions to see if a door is sagging. Now, you might want to go back and try to find that video, because that's going to help you out on some of your projects on your doors like this. But here's what I wanted to show you. If I look right here, I can see that I still have a pretty good gap along the door edge here, and I want to check that going up the door. Let's take a look at that. We move this up towards the top. I look up there, right here, and I still have a pretty good gap up there. I got about 1/8 of an inch or so. Common door practices, you want 3/32 of an inch gap there, and that's about 1/8. So, you know, the door sagged a little bit, but not as much as it could have for me to have to fix this another way on how to fix a sagging door. Okay, I look at the top of the door, and sure enough, I can see that this gap right here is a little bit bigger than over on that end. You look over at that end, it's kind of in the shadow, isn't it? Got to have a light on in here because it looks just a little bit dark in here. And so my light, my construction light's leaving a little shadow, but there's a gap right up in there. I've got maybe a short 1/8. And on the left-hand side, I got at least a 1/4 inch, maybe 5/16 over here on the left. So I know that door's sagging a little bit, but I still have the gap right there. And because I have that gap, and because this door is still going to open and close properly, this door is about at least 6 years old, so I know that it's probably sagged as much as it's going to for a while. Now, this door could sag a little bit more during the next year or two, but see, if it does slightly sag, I still have a little bit of a gap here to play with before it starts rubbing the edge of the door, jam up there and all that kind of stuff. So instead of getting my drill out and trying to fix this hinge over here and these other hinges, kind of like how I showed you before, I'm going to show you how to fix everything right here. Now, I didn't do that before because I didn't have to once I fixed the sagging door, but because I'm not going to do that, I'm going to show you how to ream out these strike plates so that this door lock system is going to work. You ready for this? How we're going to do this is we're going to open this, and I've made the determination, and I can see on this strike plate that it's all marked up right here. It is right at the bottom edge, if not just beyond the bottom edge, and that's why that door's not closing. Ah, Mr. Gadget has figured it out. And I can also see where the deadbolt has hit the bottom edge of here because I can see a mark there. So I'm going to ream out the bottom of each one of these, and we're going to get it fixed. Now, how am I going to do that? I'm going to take a drill. I'm going to take a drill, just my battery operated drill, but I'm going to put in a different type of fitting here. I'm going to drill out the bottom of these. Now, am I going to use just a regular drill bit for that? I mean, what would you use for that? Do you have any ideas? How you're going to Joe Guyver that with the drill bits that you have? Well, I'll show you what I use. Here's something you might want to know. Is this the only kind of bit that you can use for this? No, there's all kinds of different bits you can get. Go to the hardware store. In fact, you may not even find one exactly like this. You might find something else that's round, oblong, just a long pencil type thing with all these burrs on there. But you need to find something, even a Dremel kit. You got a Dremel kit, you know the types of bits I'm talking about that you can use. You can use Dremel too, but you know what? I'm going to show you how to do this just with this. Now, as with most projects that I do, that I have to use a drill and do some reaming and stuff, I'll use some earplugs because my ears are a little sensitive, and if your ears are sensitive, or if you want to protect your ears, wear some ear plugs for this, and also don't forget your eyewear. These are the little earplugs I use. You see that? That kind of fits on there. And I've got these in a little carrying case that I carry in my nail bag, so anytime I need them, I'm good to go. They also have little foam ones too, but I don't like using the foam ones. I always have a hard time keeping track of them, and they get dirty really easy. These other little plastic ones, you know, I can clean them out and keep them in my little container in my nail bag. Alright, let's see what we can do here. No tricks, I haven't tried this yet. Put that on high. I just try to take off a little bit at a time as I go. Dig it in a little bit and then go across. Dig it in, go across, go across, go across. Don't try to do it all in one go. My bit's getting a little dull too, so you can dig it in at an angle, sideways like that, go across, then you can come back and go over the top of it and go again. Then you don't have to hit like all of the metal all in one go, you know what I mean?